What you're about to hear could be the most important podcast ever created. But probably not. Welcome. It's the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
You got one, Brad?
I got one, Jeff.
Oh, welcome to it. It's another edition of the Hot Tub Podcast. Before we hit record, though, you got to hear what we say to each other. It's very funny.
Man. No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
We love each other, and we make each other laugh.
Yeah.
And we always look to Brady to give us at least one topic. Go ahead,
Yeah,
sir.
well, these are actually sometimes from listeners. Sometimes I just make them up. This one is from a listener,
Okay.
though. This one is from Morgan, and they want to know, would you rather be 2 feet tall
Mm-hmm.
or 10 feet tall? 2 feet tall or 10 feet tall?
Oh,
That's
2 feet
tough.
so people can carry me everywhere.
That's true. You can just,
But
yeah,
then I
that's
couldn't ride
very
roller
small.
coasters.
I think your dating pool is so limited if you're 2.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, but 10
I mean,
is-
I think it's limited when you're
Yeah.
10 as
Yeah.
well.
But-
I just think you're able to reach everything if you're 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
But you
yes,
have to duck
you've got
under
to duck
everything.
over. But ducking under things is probably more convenient than not being able to reach a countertop.
No, because if I'm 2 feet tall, it's not taking you a lot to lift me up to get the can of soup that I want.
But you have to have someone there.
I know, but at 10 feet tall, Rush, this ceiling
Oh,
is
I
8
know.
feet.
Yeah.
10 feet is like...
Yeah.
I gotta
You're
tell you though,
huge.
like with my wife, I play this game all the time. I just did it the other day. I said, "Would you date me if I was this short?" And I always go to like her eye level, just
Yeah.
below her eye level. She goes, "No,
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Get away from me!" And just and so she has to
It's all in
constantly
what
look
you
up.
know, though,
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what you're
right.
used
It's what
to.
you're used to because you look weird there.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also be
Like
walking
you're
around
Jenny
on your
stand up.
knees all the time if you're 10 feet tall.
Okay, Jenny, how tall are you again?
5'3".
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say you and I were dating. Okay.
It looks weird.
Because you know Mahler
It
is
looks
that's
weird.
taller.
Yes,
Yeah.
and anybody, and I'm not saying, and I'm truly not saying that if we met and I fell in love with your personality and whatever else, but I only know you as one height, so when you're shorter
like
than
It's
you
me,
weird.
it
You look
feels
weird. Yeah.
strange, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
someone chopped you off at the knee, and
Exactly.
that's weird.
Right.
I also
Yeah.
feel like you'd always be talking down to me.
Hey-o.
Yeah, patting you on the head.
cutie.
that was a good date. Good job. Good job. No, I'd take 10 feet. I'm 10 feet.
Again, you'd walk around you could go on your knees and stuff and be easier. So, yeah.
Go down
Yeah.
on your knees, so then you'd be like walking around like a dog the whole time.
Well, no, but if
And
you're
a
in a
10-foot
place...
tall
If
dog.
you're in a place that, like the ceilings are,
Oh, that
8
sounds
feet.
awful.
Yeah.
Give me 2 feet. Throw me in your backpack. Let's go.
Right? Let's go. I'm with you.
You're too reliant on everybody else. I
So?
don't like that.
Well, at 10,
I would like to be independent, and 10 feet gives me
at 10
independence.
feet, you can't go on an airplane. You can't ride a roller
Yeah.
coaster.
Is this a
Roller
Dr.
coaster.
Seuss
Everything
book?
is in it.
Sure you can.
You can't go
You
on
couldn't
a
drive a
plane,
car?
You can't
Yeah.
fly
Yeah,
a
you just have to
train.
get specially made things.
Exactly. Well, hopefully you're successful.
What car are you? Are you in the fetal position in the trunk? Like,
No, you could have a convertible though,
Yeah, you
and live like
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
But your legs are still
Yeah.
long.
yeah.
All you have to do is take out the front seat and you drive from the back seat.
That's right.
You're good to go.
Yes. And you can't go in indoor parking or you get decapitated.
All right. Well, thank you for that question. Wow, thought provoking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And let's begin the podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
According to a YouGov survey, almost 20% of us don't think we could fight a rat and win.
A rat.
A rat.
rat.
Yeah, 69% think they could take on a house cat.
Is the rat armed?
And 6% feel they could fight a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
While over half
for
of
sure.
respondents were sure they could subdue a rat, a house cat, or goose with their bare hands, we were less confident regarding our ability to fight a chimp, kangaroo, or elephant. Kangaroos freak me out.
Kangaroos are terrifying.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
jacked.
After
man.
Yeah.
I met the kangaroo in the lobby,
Okay.
when-
That didn't
years
happen.
ago,
No.
That was a
that
dream.
didn't happen.
I was very scared of the kangaroo.
I know.
can see
Yeah.
why you would be having
Yeah.
a dream like that.
Mahler
I mean,
thinks
you
that.
could even call it a nightmare.
Right. Mahler thinks that we brought a kangaroo in one day and it punched you,
Oh, kicked you.
kicked you,
No, yeah,
and knocked
well,
you over.
Yeah,
That
this
didn't happen.
really happened.
No,
though.
That's not a thing that happened.
It did not happen.
I
You
got-
may have seen a kangaroo, but it
I
did
gotta
not
get,
fight you in a lobby.
Remember, there was a guy locally years and years ago. His name was Little Ray.
Yes.
Yeah, still around.
and he had a whole
Yep.
thing, right?
Yeah.
He had all animals and everything like that. And he brought one to the station.
That's
Right.
true.
And so I can get Little Ray
That
on
is
the show
possible.
Yeah.
and talk to you
I can
about.
tell you one thing that didn't happen in Little Ray. We've known him for a long time. he did not leave you unattended with a violent kangaroo and have the kangaroo kick
No,
you.
you're
That
saying
didn't
that I
happen.
never met a kangaroo,
I
right?
know you did. You met a kangaroo.
we met a
Absolutely.
kangaroo like
you
3
did
years
not
ago.
fight
Yeah.
a kangaroo
not
in the
that
lobby.
kangaroo.
Because we had a different kangaroo come in that
Yes.
had goggles on.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yes,
So
because
cute.
she had allergies.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Different
Miss-
kangaroo.
I don't remember Miss something. I don't remember her name.
I can't remember, but yeah.
But what happened? Well, you're claiming you fought a kangaroo in the lobby.
Yes.
That did not happen.
Yeah, I did.
And it knocked you over, like you fell onto your butt.
Little Ray would never let that happen.
It could have been when I was doing the TV show. It might not have been with the radio show.
It was not. It was when you were doing the TV show. You met a kangaroo. You did not, however, you did not fight a kangaroo in the lobby.
Maybe it was a
that
dream.
part you've made up.
Jenny, do not feed into them. It really happened to me. Why would I
didn't.
make that up?
I don't know
I
because
think-
I think maybe you think you
I
dreamt
think
it.
he
Right.
thinks. I think he thinks it happened.
Right.
But it
Yes.
was a dream.
But it did not.
I'm
happen.
convinced you think it happened, but I think maybe it was one of those things where it's a memory, and then you kind of like add it to it in
That's
your
it.
brain.
Little Ray would not have been
If
in
I have
business
little
for as long
Ray,
as he was.
if I have little Ray come on the show and say, yes, Mahler fought a kangaroo in the lobby one time, then will you believe it?
Well,
I would
yeah.
ask how much,
100%.
and then I'd say, Ray, how much did he pay you to say that? Because he would say, no, I would never leave Mahler unattended with a violent kangaroo,
No,
which he wouldn't
I
have done.
never said unattended. The people
So
were
Little
there.
Ray was there while you were
No,
fighting his
it-
kangaroo.
It, was one of the handlers.
Uh-huh.
One of the handlers. I came out to the lobby. I said, "Oh, what's your name?" And the thing started like boxing me like I was
and
some
he
sort
kicked
of.
you and knocked you across
and
the room.
knocked you
Yes,
so that you
exactly,
fell down.
yeah.
I think the first time we heard this
Uh-huh.
story, Mahler said it punched me.
Yeah.
Now it's
Now-
boxing
Yes.
him.
Uh-huh.
Well, it felt like boxing to
Yeah,
me
you
at the
sure
time.
did. It did
Yeah.
not happen.
Yeah, no, it did.
Nope.
For sure.
It
Did he have
didn't.
boxing gloves on too?
No, he didn't have boxing gloves.
No, that
on.
would be silly.
Sweatband
Sure.
around his head.
Well,
I
I'm going to
think
prove
you
it to you
saw a
guys one day.
kangaroo and thought to yourself, hey, I bet you this thing
Yeah.
could fight me. And then you've decided. This happened to, there was a newscaster. Brian Williams, this happened to him. You know, you tell a story over and over again, you start thinking things actually
Right.
happened when
Sure.
they didn't.
Yeah.
This is what happened to you with the kangaroo story.
So nothing will prove this to you then. Like I can't tell you.
No, if you get Little Ray on and he says, "Yeah, no, I remember that's a thing that happened," then I will buy you dinner.
Mahler's already dodged that.
Yeah.
He said, oh, no, Little Ray wasn't there. It was a handler who doesn't seem to have a name.
But would you agree? Brady can even set up the interview of bringing Lil Ray on the show.
Sure.
Will you concede? I won't talk to him. I swear I won't talk to him. Will you concede that Lil Ray would say, "Oh, that was possible. That I had a handler in the lobby with Mahler and the kangaroo"?
Sure, that's entirely possible,
Okay.
of course.
But
Right.
is
Yeah.
it
But
possible
your
that
story of what happened did not happen. You did not fight a kangaroo in the
I
lobby.
still have bruises to.
You
to
do
deal
not.
with. I do.
You do not.
I do.
Again, this does not help your story.
And also
Look,
the
Jenny,
kangaroo.
look at that
How tall is a
scar.
kangaroo?
Oh boy, it's a kangaroo scar.
Right there.
Yeah, I see
You
it.
see it?
I believe
Was
it.
the kangaroo human-sized? Because
No,
if it was a small
it-
kangaroo,
no,
then,
it's
then
small.
how did it knock you on your butt?
Because the
Scared.
feet.
You were scared too, I'm
Oh,
sure.
I'm telling
You
you.
did not get knocked over by a
Not
small
work.
kangaroo.
This is not a thing.
It was
boxing
yay
it.
high.
Yeah.
How tall is your son, Rory?
Oh, he's like 5 feet.
Yeah, that's a kangaroo
five
right
That's
there.
a
foot
kangaroo.
tall.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tell you what. We're gonna get Rory in here. He's gonna kick you. We're gonna see if it knocks you over. All
It'll
right.
work, yes.
Oh, a million trillion% it would knock me over. So Cheyenne texted in, I used to work with Little Ray. I can ask him. Good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it all happened. This is not a fever dream.
not
This
happen.
really happened.
I don't know.
That
Half
I
of
fought a
that story
kangaroo.
happened.
No, I
Yeah.
fought a kangaroo.
That's
Okay.
not. That is
Okay.
not the part that happened.
Yeah.
It sounds like the kangaroo fought you, if anything.
Yes.
Right. And I tried to swing back, but then I thought, no, I don't want to hurt
You
the
swung
kangaroo.
back?
No, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe-
no.
The story is changing again.
It may have been
Then
when
the
I
bell
was.
rung, and then round two was completely different. Yes.
All right, whatever. I have nothing to prove to you people.
You have so much
So
to
much
prove.
to prove.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Have you ever left a cup of coffee on the top of your roof, like of your car,
Oh, yeah.
and then driven off with it?
No,
Well, this
I
is
have
just slightly worse.
never done that.
Never done that?
But I've seen people do it.
Okay.
You've never left, not even a cup of coffee. You've never
Anything?
left anything on the roof.
And
of-
driven away, no. But I've seen
okay.
people do it.
Okay. Well, a guy in Australia is in the doghouse after he left his fiance's $2,000 wedding dress.
Oh, I thought he left his fiance.
Okay.
That would be worse.
the car.
No, he left the dress on top of their SUV
Oh.
and drove off. It happened on Sunday while they were picking it up at their storage unit. So he tossed it on the roof to put it in last so it didn't get crushed by other boxes. Then he forgot about it and merged onto a major highway.
Oh.
Yeah. The dress was in a box, so it might be okay. The last I heard, they hadn't found it yet. They walked down the side of the highway, but it wasn't there.
Oh, no.
The bride's name is Lindell, and her fiance is Tom. She posted about it on Facebook and said Tom, quote, stupidly left the package on the roof. They're offering a $500 reward to anyone who turns it in. The good news is they are still getting married. So
If that
she
wasn't
said-
a sign, though,
right?
I mean,
Oh. She said he's really upset and joked it'll at least make for a very good speech at the wedding. Yeah, there'll
Yeah.
be so many jokes about
as
that.
she's
I'm sure.
sitting in a hefty bag.
Yeah, exactly.
She doesn't have a
You
dress.
almost do have to own it at that point. Come out in a
Yeah.
hefty
Yeah.
bag. That's very funny.
Yeah, paper bag princess that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the joke. I love it.
Yeah,
That
no,
would
I think
suck.
people do this all the time. They leave stuff on the roof.
I
of
mean,
their
it can
cars.
happen. And I mean, again, the idea was he was being safe. Hey, I want to make sure that this isn't
Yeah.
crushed. And
Well, and you can't get mad at the guy. It
Sure
was
you
an
can,
honest
yes.
accident.
she did.
Or
And
was
she did
it?
get mad.
But was
Oh,
it?
was it?
He
Maybe
was
it
hoping
wasn't.
that
Maybe he didn't like the dress.
Yeah.
Although maybe he hadn't seen the dress. It's
No,
odd that-
exactly.
yeah, so.
yeah, it was an honest mistake. You can't get angry at somebody for like just messing up like that. That any one of us could do that. You, can't
know,
get mad at him.
When I watch shows like Love is Blind and The
Yeah.
Bachelor and that, but
love
mainly
it.
Love is Blind.
Don't ruin anything. I haven't seen the last hour and a half of The Bachelor.
Oh
just so you
my
know.
God,
I
it's a
know.
bloodbath.
Oh my
Everyone
God.
just
Yeah.
they got each other and they just it's awful. No, when they go with the dress shopping, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, okay, first of all, that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how many what would be the average of how many dresses brides try on? Like on that show, they go out in two basically,
Yeah.
and they all go, "Oh my God, that's so you," and then it's
Yeah.
done.
Right.
But like, what is the average? You've
think
been
it-
to those before?
I've been to those, and I mean, I've done it. And for me, I don't have the patience to go to a bunch of different places. Like,
Right,
I just
right.
want to be done. Like, I want to find
But
it
your
done.
friends might have patience.
They
So
might,
how many
but
dresses?
I want to say
2 or
the
3?
majority. Oh no, more than that.
10?
Probably 10 dresses, something
Okay.
around there. Like,
a long
yeah, I think
time.
I tried on like 6,
Oh, you
maybe.
did?
And it's funny, I don't remember a single other one that I tried on other than the one that I ended up with.
Was it first in the rotation, last? Where did your dress
it
land?
was like 4th out of 6, I think.
Okay.
And then
And you
I went
just
back to
knew?
it. I just knew. Yeah, it was just very mean.
Did you say, I'm going to say
Yes
yes,
to the dress. I probably did
Yeah, I
make
bet you
that
did.
joke. Everybody does, saying yes to the
And
dress.
did you listen to anybody else's input or just your own in the mirror?
Great question. No, I went with my own because it's the dress I put on and I got emotional.
Okay.
And that's
Okay.
when I knew. Like,
Okay.
I got teary-eyed. I'm like, hey, this is it. I can't,
right.
I can't argue with my own emotions, you know?
Because I have to say, if somebody invited me to one of these dress showings,
Yeah.
I just watching like Love is, I'm very catty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As soon as they come out, I'm like, oh no, girl, you are not pulling that off at all.
hate.
Nobody is bringing you. That's
No,
terrible.
nobody's bringing
No,
that
but
person. No.
I wish they would, because some of the dresses they picked, I thought
Yeah.
were ugly.
I know.
Yeah. Right?
For Love is Blind?
Yes.
No, I don't even think I loved one of them.
But if
where it
they
fit
they
them.
love them, then
That's
that's,
all
what's
that matters,
important.
exactly.
So
No,
you
of
saying
course.
hate
But
is not helping.
We get to hate from our living rooms on Love is Blind, okay?
yes.
We can
Yes.
hate all we want.
I'm like, you're not pulling that off
Yeah.
with the sleeves. And what are you doing there? And then some of the ones I love, they
They
pick
didn't
holes,
go
and I'm
with.
just
Yeah.
like,
I
oh,
know, I know.
I should go to these things. People
No,
should
it's
invite
a
me.
terrible
Again,
idea.
you're
No.
not making a good case.
From your living room is fine.
No,
Yeah.
but think about how people want honesty, don't
Hey,
they?
absolutely not. No, no.
No, they don't.
They do not want honesty.
Lie to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
If
They
they
want-
like something, they want you to read their face. And if they look like they like it, they want you to say you like it.
Yeah.
They do not want honesty.
Like, let's say I was going out and trying tuxes on for a wedding.
Yeah.
I would want the guys I have there just to say, yes, no, you look stupid. You look like a
No,
moron.
you want them to say, well, how are you feeling?
Yeah.
What
No.
feels comfortable to you? When you look in that mirror, Mahler, are you screaming, man, I look
Could you
good?
imagine me saying that to Rush? Rush, how does this make you feel?
Yeah, that wouldn't happen. No. It would be, what color did she want you to wear? Okay.
But if I
Yeah.
came out, Rush, if you came with me, you wouldn't say, that looks terrible on you, that looks great on you. You wouldn't be that honest with me. I would hope you
It's
would
different
be.
with guys,
yeah,
I feel
but
like,
I mean,
because
if you like it, then sure. If you wanted to wear like a snakeskin tux, and I thought
but-
it would
but
look
it-
stupid, but you liked it, I'd say,
But
good
but
for
if I
you.
came out and said, what do you think, Rush?
Yeah.
You're going to just say, what do you think? Because then if you
Well,
say
I'll be able to
that,
tell. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you really liked it, then I'm not going to go and say you look
he
terrible.
comes out in a zebra print.
Yeah.
And you're not saying, well, it's not exactly what I thought you'd go with.
Oh,
right.
You might say
Yeah.
something
You
like
don't
that.
know me well. If he comes out in a zebra print, I am going to be full throttle. Yes, you need to wear
but
that.
then how mad would Ruth be at you?
Yeah.
That you allowed that to
Where
happen.
were you on that one, Rush?
Yeah.
I wanted him to be happy.
So me, I'll bring you.
Yeah, I'll come. Because I'd
Ryan,
at
you'd
least
be
say,
good too.
I'm in.
yeah,
Okay.
I would at least say, are you sure? Like, that's pretty, you don't want to steal the show.
Right.
And he said, but I really want to wear zebra.
Like, if you said,
I'm getting on the phone with Ruth.
Is Ruth dressing like a giraffe?
Are you guys going
Safari
safari
themed, yeah.
No, I'm totally calling her though and being like, do you
Are
know
you?
that he is getting
In
a
front of
zebra?
me?
No, I'm going
Oh.
to the other room.
Okay.
While you're in the change room, I am definitely checking in
Look
with
at
her.
what she's concerned about. I just want you to be happy. And if it means you're wearing a zebra tux, then there you go.
Yeah, you're buying it for him at that point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Jenny, we have somebody on the banana phone.
What?
Rush, we have somebody on the banana
Okay.
phone.
This is
Brady,
exciting.
there's
Yeah.
somebody on the
Oh,
banana
God.
phone.
Yep.
What?
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was.
What
thought you were surprising
You turned
me with
into a
something.
weird Sesame Street character there.
Did
Yep. Yeah.
All right, so for, I guess now years, I've been saying on this show that I fought a kangaroo in the lobby of a building many years ago, but Rush wasn't around for this. You guys weren't around for this.
Nobody was around to see it.
There were people there. For example, the kangaroo handler. It wasn't just me and a kangaroo in a lobby.
I
There were
believe
other
that was
people there.
the first incarnation
No.
of the story
Yeah.
was that.
No.
Yeah, the story has adapted
It
and
really has
over,
changed.
over
Did you
different
meet a
tellings.
kangaroo in a lobby? Absolutely you did. I remember even the segment you did with the kangaroo.
Okay.
Did you fight a kangaroo in the lobby? No.
Rush. We have to ease into this gently because we might be wrong on this.
We're not.
Oh.
We have
Who's
Grace.
on the
we have
phone?
Grace on the line.
Okay.
Oh.
Good morning, Grace.
Hi.
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 Now, this was years ago. Little Ray was the guy in charge of all these animals, and he was in charge of the kangaroo. Were you working for Little Ray at the time?
I was the handler. I was there. The kangaroo, his name was Hogan, after Paul Hogan from Crocodile Dundee.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. Okay, so this was many years ago. I'm going to say, 15 years ago? 10, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you came down the hall, and my coworker had gone to get his cage to put him back in the van because I normally wasn't left alone with him.
Right.
You had a hat on, and this kangaroo didn't like hats. Didn't like anybody wearing a hat.
Right.
And he took 2 swings at you and got you twice before my coworker could come and you get him in his cage.
So he kicked him twice?
Twice before we could get a hold.
Uh-huh.
I
you.
can't
Hold of him.
believe
Thank you.
it.
And did
Thank you
Mahler
very
fall
much.
down? Like he actually like got knocked over?
I don't remember him falling, but he
No, because
definitely
that didn't
got
happen,
him
no.
twice.
But I stepped back a bunch. Maybe I felt, I don't remember specifically, but I do
It
remember.
sounded like you really remembered when you told
I
the
do
story.
remember the impact of the kangaroo kicking me, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
hurt.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Honestly, it was very scary, but we got him back in his cage. And sad thing about the whole thing was that we had to put him down after that.
Yeah,
Oh.
because I insisted.
No. Oh my God. No.
I'm sorry. So the whole story here, Hogan the kangaroo had to be put down because of what happened with Mahler?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
It was too
awful.
dangerous to have him around humans
Oh
after that.
my God.
Oh,
That
poor little
breaks my
Hogan.
heart.
What an awful story.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's
Mahler,
attacking
what have you
humans,
done?
Fault.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not my fault.
Sounds like it was your fault.
I was walking by with a hat.
Why were you wearing a hat?
It was a
Mahler?
hat. It was a hat.
It was a
Hey,
hat.
guys.
Oh.
No,
Guys.
and we not serious. I didn't even know that, by the
Yeah.
way. That's a new
Yeah.
development. And if I told these guys that he died after that, they wouldn't have believed that
Absolutely
either.
not.
No.
I totally would have called you
So,
a liar.
It
Will
was
you guys-
really sad. I had to leave the job after that. I couldn't.
Oh, my
I couldn't work there
God.
anymore.
Oh, you see
That's
that?
Oh,
heavy.
and guys, April Fool.
There it is.
What? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Really?
I'm actually an EA with one of the local school boards.
You should be written up.
You are so good.
She
You
got
are
me.
great.
She got me before. I didn't set this up. She called and told me all this off air, and I was like, "That's incredible." And then she April Fools me.
Well done.
And then I needed to do it to you guys.
That's very good.
Now, all that
that's
being
so
said,
good.
it really did happen.
It did not happen.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Have a great day, guys. Love you.
Wow, thank
Oh,
you.
you're
How good is
wonderful.
that?
That's very good.
Wow.
That
Banned,
is- oh.
banned
Yeah,
from the show.
no kangaroos or maulers were harmed at all.
Oh, that's so different. I'm so much. I don't even know what to feel. I was an emotional roller coaster.
And for a minute,
with
Mahler
Hogan.
actually did think this happened. It did not happen.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's so good.
happened. Rush, will you, if I get somebody for real
That
on
just
the show,
happened. And no, I still didn't believe it happened.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
A greeting card company, Thorful, surveyed 2,000 men and women on their icks. You know, we talked about that, the icks that you get, mainly in the beginning of a relationship. 52% of women said bad hygiene put them off. I guess the other 48 are just cool with it. And 37% were unimpressed by arrogance. Women also said bad breath, spitting, and being rude to hospitality staff gave them the dreaded ick.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
43% of men also cited bad hygiene as icky. 16% don't like crude jokes, and 14% don't appreciate a baby voice. Oh, yeah, the baby voice.
Oh, on
Yeah.
the first date especially?
Oh.
Anytime, but on the first
on
date?
the first date, yeah.
Oh.
that's-
Yeah.
Why are you baby voicing on the first date?
Yeah.
You want some more salad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you having a good time tonight?
Oh, yeah,
I
that's...
love appetizers. No, why did I go high?
What
That's
was
not
that?
a baby voice.
But if you did, that would be more respect. I would respect that more than if I did it.
Yeah?
Like, if you-
Sure, yeah.
If you did a baby
Oh,
voice.
I don't know,
I hate
guys.
it.
Oh.
I instantly hate it.
Yeah.
No, but you're
you're
really
hot,
put
I'm-
off by
I'm
a
bringing
guy
you
doing a
home,
baby
yeah.
voice to you.
Yes.
I don't want my spinach.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That's
God.
not-
Oh, I hate that
But
so
if she
much.
said that, she said that she's super
I
hot,
don't
you'd still
want
bring
my
her home.
spinach.
Come on.
You would, if I did, no.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want my spinach.
Yeah,
that would-
Brady,
I
I mean, you may not
you
be
would.
thinking a long-term relationship.
No.
You're right.
Come on,
but,
Brady, please.
like,
be
I think
honest.
I'd rather like bad breath than that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, that is, oof.
It's the worst.
It's bad, but be realistic.
I mean, yeah, no, obviously. But, like, come on.
Clinical psychologist Dr. Leslie Fales says the ick is more common in people with an avoidant attachment style. They may suddenly feel repulsed because they're afraid of getting to the next step with the other person.
What if somebody does like a monkey impression?
Oh.
Oh, God. Don't do it. Don't bring it up. I do have a lot of monkey stuff in my
You
my
do. Yeah,
past.
you
know,
do.
monkey-related
Yeah.
looking things. There was the one guy that I dated briefly, and he took his... He took his hood and put it behind his ears.
Yeah.
So his ears popped out, and then he puffed his cheeks out to look like a monkey.
Yeah, to do a monkey
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, and then there was the guy with the really, really long arms.
He had really long arms. I'd
Yeah.
never met him in person. We just talked, and then
Mahler's doing a
Mahler's
monkey.
gonna
There
do
it
it.
is.
Don't bring me back.
Yeah, and then puff your cheeks up.
Yeah,
cheeks
and then-
out, yeah.
yeah, like that. Yeah, no, you have to puff your cheeks.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
And he was just trying to be sweet with you, and that ended
He was
it.
trying to make me laugh, and I just couldn't come back from
Yeah.
it.
See, but you should have had fun. You should have ordered a banana and just got into it. Like you should have said, waiter, 2 bananas for the table, please. Why not? Just
It's a funny thing, like how she told the story multiple times. I always pictured them just walking down the street, him walking up saying, "Hey, Jenny, doing this,"
Yeah,
and you
doing that,
walking
yeah.
away.
That's kind of what happened. We ran into each other. I think it was at the gym, and I didn't know he was there. And he was like, "Hey," and then and there's a "see you later."
Oh, that's. But were you like dating? Had you been on a
Oh,
date?
like we'd been on a few dates. Like it wasn't serious
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
anything, and that's why you get the ick when it's you don't know the person
Yeah.
to care about them enough for to have
Sure.
something like that
Yeah.
not turn
You're
you
almost
off.
looking for like a flag.
Exactly,
Right?
exactly.
Now, if he hadn't done that,
Yeah.
is there a chance it could have turned into a relationship?
It's possible.
And you never gave him that feedback for future relationships.
Don't do a monkey impression.
Well, he
I
may,
should
not,
have
he
said
may have
that.
figured it out.
Yeah. I mean, if he listens to this show,
Yeah, then
Oh,
he
I hope
certainly
he
knows.
doesn't. I don't even think he would remember doing it because I certainly didn't tell
He's
him
just
that's
hanging
why.
in a tree, sad right
Yeah.
now.
exactly.
Eating bananas.
Now every guy who's ever been on a date with Jenny is like, "Did I do a monkey impression?
Did I?
Is this
He just
me?"
suddenly stopped calling back.
No, and I had to have the full breakup conversation.
Did you tell him it was because of the monkey thing?
No, I wouldn't do
Was
that.
he okay? Was he hot? Be honest.
Yeah, he was a good looking guy.
He was a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
So it was almost like you could have let it slide.
But I couldn't. You can't unsee the
No.
monkey impression.
If it's
No,
there,
that
it's
early
there.
Yeah.
on.
And
you
if he
know?
did it once, he's probably going to do it again.
Exactly. Yeah.
God.
You
I
got a
think
whole
that's
bunch
possible.
of animals.
Not to Jenny.
What about you guys? Like, if a girl did a monkey impression on the first,
I
I'm
wouldn't.
okay.
I mean, I wouldn't be bothered by it. But I mean,
No.
you never know what's going to bother you.
You're
and that
kidding me.
did.
So we're on a date,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
literally take my hood,
Yeah.
and I'm
I'd probably
Yeah.
think it was cute.
You would
Yeah,
yeah.
probably.
Cute.
Once again, are you hot? Then yeah, I'm gonna
Probably
let
think
it
it was
go.
cute. Again, but there might be some things
Okay.
that are just deal breakers
No,
for
but
me.
the problem-
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just one thing that you probably, if it
Yeah.
hadn't happened,
What if I-
I just said to you, hey, there's a guy and he does this, would that be a deal breaker? You'd probably say no.
Yeah.
But then you saw
Saw
it and it was.
Hey, but the problem is, where does it end? Walking
Yeah.
down the
What
aisle
if
is
I
going to be
start
doing the monkey. Yeah,
the
the monkey
elbows,
impression.
you know, and
is-
I've got the trunk going.
Are you
and-
gonna be
Are you-
raising
what-
little
sorry,
monkey children?
Walking down the like you're getting married now?
Yeah.
Oh no. Like I mean, you'd have a conversation before you pop the question about the
monkey
monkey
impression.
impression.
Hey, I don't like
Yeah.
it when you do that, and then it's fine.
Yeah.
No, but maybe he thinks
if
it's the
he's
cute
like,
thing.
no, I'm going to continue to do this impression. It's important to me.
Right,
That's
where-
an issue.
Where are you getting all this high and mighty
Because-
stuff? You're going on second and third dates if she's hot, if she's
No,
doing
she's
a
doing the monkey
Oh,
thing.
Of course
No,
you are.
Second and
Yeah.
third. I'm
Come on.
Oh,
man.
come on, Brady. Yes, you
Please.
are.
second and third. I don't know if that's necessarily
Oh,
true.
stop it.
Especially if she's making noises, like
Why
monkey
would
noises.
she be making? Oh God!
If she
yeah.
just
Like
owned
when?
it.
Just on the date or after when we're
No. Well, I guess either. I mean, that's an
I mean,
ick.
if she's making monkey noises during that, that's not good.
right?
Is
No.
that not good?
I don't think that's
No.
good.
Oh, what do you-
Wow.
what does
I
that
have to
monkey sound
reevaluate
like?
everything then.
What does a monkey sound like?
Not
Somebody do
that.
a monkey. What was that? Can somebody do a monkey?
Nope.
No, that's a bird.
I don't know what
Was that a
was.
bird?
No, that's a bird.
Rush, if this was the best like little night of your life,
Sure.
and she's making monkey noises, you're rolling with the punches.
I'm concerned that it's no longer the greatest night of my life and she's making monkey noises.
That's exactly
I feel
it.
like I'm doing something wrong if I've made her make monkey
Wow,
noises.
you guys are picky.
Oh.
And if it was just the noise, that would be different. But it's a
if
whole
she's doing
ear
the whole
thing.
impression,
Yeah.
no, that's
That's an ick you don't
if
come back
she's
from.
If she's
There it
throwing
is.
her,
yeah. This
she's
is
throwing her feces at me, then we're gonna have a real conversation.
okay. So that's where the line is for you.
Yes.
My line is a little further back.
yeah.
But okay.
No, if she's like making a few monkey noises, because there's all kinds of noises that are happening sometimes.
But not that.
Not monkey noises.
Definitely not that.
No.
No.
You guys are way
can't-
too picky.
I'm not saying I wouldn't once, but
I mean, just for the story, sure.
right.
That's what I'm saying. If it
Yeah.
was the best night of your life,
Right.
and all of a sudden came at once,
There it is.
you just that's once.
Uh-huh.
You
No,
might go again.
You might see if it happened again.
Yes,
Right?
yes,
then
just to know.
if she's a serial monkeyer, I don't
yes.
know.
And in fact,
guys.
your friends would send you back in on that mission to see. That's a Seinfeld episode.
That
Yeah, it
is,
should be.
yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
sleep with her again just to see if they.
Yeah,
if
sure.
it,
If it happens,
it was a one and
Yeah.
done, or if it happens.
It was in
again.
an accidental monkey sound.
Right.
Who knows?
Right.
Yeah.
She couldn't help herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she just watched Planet of the Apes.
Maybe.
She's
Sure.
got,
She was inspired.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, then
Yeah.
she gets a pass.
But you're not even going.
No.
You're not even going back to the guy's house if he makes a monkey noise at
He
dinner.
just put his
No.
ears in front of his hood and you were
exactly,
done.
and I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and again,
I'm different now. That was like 20 years ago.
You're
You know,
not
like
different.
I understand.
I
things
think if you
differently.
were on a first date and that happened again, you'd still be out. And also, here's the
you
other
would.
thing. It doesn't, I mean, it may have been if it was somebody else doing the thing, they would have been okay. It was
Yeah.
just, it was the wrong place
was-
and the wrong
yeah,
time for
yeah,
him to
it was
do
a
that.
combination
Yeah,
of
and
bad
you were
things.
done.
Yeah.
Like if he is an extra on the Planet of the Apes movie.
Right, and
Are
he's
you
like,
okay
"Watch
with that?
this."
Yeah.
But is he saying like, "Watch this, watch my part"?
No,
Yeah.
I think if he's an extra, it's even worse. Because it's like, get over it, dude.
Yeah.
You were an extra in Planet of the Apes, and you keep bringing that like that's a part of your
Yeah.
personality now.
Yeah.
No, get
That's-
out of here.
That's a
Get
lot.
over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. not a
Unless
big
she's
deal.
hot.
And then she pulls up your Instagram, Brady, and look at all the stuff you've done for the show.
And
And all of a sudden,
look, if that's an ick, I get it. I kind of get it.
You can't
Yeah.
falter.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
This is interesting. Ontario police report that a truck driver driving along Highway 3, which is just over the border from Detroit, it's in Kingsville, Ontario. A truck driver hit a turkey, and the turkey ended up it went in through the windshield and ended up sitting on the passenger seat right next to the guy.
The turkey was okay?
The turkey was okay. The driver was okay. Everybody was okay except the windshield. The windshield wasn't bad.
and they're happily married now.
They're happily married, yeah. They're actually starring in a buddy cop movie.
I like it,
pretty soon.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, yeah.
Carl and the turkey.
Yeah. Carl and the turkey.
Carl?
Yeah.
Is Carl a truck driver name? What's good? I feel like
I don't know.
Frank.
It's his name.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Carl and the turkey.
Carl's a good name.
Sure.
Yeah.
Harold.
No, Carl.
That's not
We're
the
going
movie.
with
It's Carl and the turkey.
Okay, all right.
And their adventures.
But the turkey doesn't have a name. He's just the turkey.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be ironic?
Let's gobble up some road, and they go driving.
If Carl is the name of the turkey and they call the guy the turkey.
No.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Not at all.
All right.
I was going to say the truck that they're driving was filled with frozen turkeys.
Oh, it was like the turkey's fighting back.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
Or the turkey looks in the back and is horrified.
Exactly. It's a
Carl!
horror movie. Carl, what have you done?
But does that only happen later in the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bond. They
Yeah.
get really close.
Right.
It's a wonderful thing. And towards the end of the movie, hey, Carl, what are you hauling
Yeah,
by
by the way,
chance?
what do we got
Yeah.
back there? And then it's
Opens
a bunch
it, yeah.
of frozen
And then Winnie
turkeys.
the Pooh comes in and stabs
Yeah, there you
everybody.
go. There it is. There's your movie. Done.
Wow, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Blood and honey and Carl.
And Carl and turkey.
And the turkey.
Yeah, that's the whole story, guys.
Wow.
I thought it was kind of interesting.
So
No,
nothing
that is
there.
good.
There's not a whole lot there except for Carl.
Well, I'm excited. We just pitched something to Hollywood.
I think
That's
it's
good.
good.
And
Yeah.
now what do you have to do? You mail it to yourself, or you register mail it to you? Isn't that
So is it Carl and the Turkey or Dune 3? What's getting the green light? That's the question.
Hard to know.
Yeah.
You know, we've been trying to watch Dune for the last 3 weeks.
Who's we?
My lovely wife. and
Okay,
I,
'cause
Sarah,
I have
'cause
not.
We heard that Dune 2 was like incredible. It's like
Yeah.
the best
Yeah.
movie of the year so
Yeah.
far.
But you have to
right?
see the first
Well, we
one.
have to see the first one,
Oh.
and you have to rent the first one. It's not actually for free on streaming services,
Yeah.
which isn't a big deal.
I
but
just
it's
read
like-
something about
Okay.
Dune Part 2. You want to know?
No, is it a spoiler?
No.
Okay.
Steven Spielberg,
Yeah.
director. You heard him?
Yeah, I read this.
Yeah.
He is one of the most brilliant sci-fi directors of all time,
Phenomenal,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
He says Dune 2 is one of the best sci-fi films he's ever seen.
Right. How about that?
He also says Timothy Chalamet riding a sandworm is one of the greatest scenes ever put to film.
Isn't that crazy? Like,
Okay.
are you curious to see
Sure.
that movie?
No, not really.
How?
No. I'll
If
just
it-
watch the clip on YouTube.
But it was Steven. What is it? Spielberger, this guy?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
He's the
says-
director of
Stefan
Carl and the Turkey.
Spielberg,
Yeah.
yes.
He's directing Carl and the Turkey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the famous sci-fi movie. Yeah, you know, if Spielberg's saying that, then come on, you got to see the movie.
Well, then go and see the movie.
I will.
you
I want to
should.
go see the movie, and I want popcorn. I haven't had popcorn in a while. But then it just seems like a big commitment to watch the first Dune.
Oh, and if you go, don't you get the Dune bucket where your hand goes in the mouth
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
sometimes more than
sandworm?
just your hand.
You should just be your hand, though.
It should be.
Yeah,
It should.
it
I don't
should.
know if they still have those buckets. Those
I
are
don't
quite
think they
the,
do. I think
popular
when
item.
people talked about them, then
I think they sold
they
out real
stopped,
quick,
yeah.
and I think that's
Okay.
only at AMC theaters,
Okay.
like certain theaters.
I
But
can
I
hardly
love
wait to
that.
reach my hand into a turkey
Yeah.
when I see Carl and the turkey.
the back. Oh yeah.
the back of a turkey.
Ooh.
It does that sound actually every time you get popcorn. Very distracting during the movie, but
You also don't know what a turkey sounds like.
more of a gobble. I guess,
Gobble,
right?
gobble.
That's better.
Is that more of a
better.
turkey? Oh, that's
That's a good
wow.
one.
Really
That's an
good.
effective
Yeah.
turkey.
Thanks, Rush.
There you go.
That was better, right?
That was good.
Okay.
Spielberg wants
He
you.
does, yeah.
He's on the phone right now.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Some people have an unspoken rule where they only do an online gift registry for someone once. So, like, if you the second and third, fourth marriages, you're not, you're not getting a gift. Well, there may be a new trend of people posting an online registry for their divorce.
Wow.
Come on.
Yeah. So the idea is that people can be financially vulnerable at a time of a split, and there's a good chance that they'll only have half of their stuff. You know, appliances, tools, furnishings, other everyday
I mean,
supplies.
technically, it makes more
It
sense.
does make more
to do
sense.
this in a
Yes.
divorce than it
Yeah.
does when you're getting married. Especially right now, when people get married, it's not like they used
Haven't lived
to.
together
Yeah,
or-
most of the time
Exactly,
people
yeah.
live together and have everything.
Exactly.
So
But I'm not giving
It's-
anybody for something for their divorce.
it's a
I'm
touch
not.
self-indulgent.
It is a little bit.
What about
Yeah.
a divorce party? Would you feel weird about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I
hey,
think
you
that
want
would
to
be a lot of
celebrate?
fun.
Let's celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah. If,
But I mean, that's the same thing as celebrating the fact that hey, we haven't gotten together in a while. Let's celebrate. And so
Yeah.
you just this is just putting a name on a party. But to me, gifting, I'm not big on gifting.
Isn't a divorce party really awkward though? Because usually one person gets custody of a certain set of friends, the other
Right.
person
Yeah.
gets custody of the other set of friends.
yeah, and you're getting your custody friends together and partying.
Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe this is a way of telling your friends that you guys share together, like, hey, we can still be friends. We can all still be cool. Like, look, we're gonna throw this divorce party together.
But how
You know?
horrible would you feel though, like if Rush and Lisa were getting divorced,
Yeah.
and Rush said, "Oh, I'm having a divorce party,"
Yeah.
and then Lisa reached out to us and said, "Oh, I'm having one too."
Boy,
Yeah.
are they
Yeah.
the same night?
Oh,
maybe,
Cool.
maybe.
That's tough. Well, you have to make
You
an
do
appearance at
half-half.
both.
yeah.
You have to make an appearance
Yeah.
at both.
And
Which one do
because-
you go to first?
Yours. Because we have to have.
And then we're registering for both their divorce parties
Yeah.
and bringing them both gifts.
So many
do what we
gifts.
got to do.
Oh
Mueller.
my
Yeah,
god!
I think you just go to Costco, get like a 2-for-1 gravy boat or
Yeah.
something, and then you're good.
Well, why do you need two though?
Travel
Well, one
months
for
in a
One for
gravy
each,
boat.
one for each
Well,
party,
no,
right?
but they have a gravy boat now. One of them is getting a gravy
oh,
boat.
yeah.
Costco's got a great 2-for-1 deal on gravy boats.
Now they
Yeah.
have 3 gravy boats between the two of them.
Yeah.
And that's a little much.
That's so much gravy.
And maybe it was the gravy boat that split us up.
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Who knows?
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Let's get to know the morning hot tub just a little bit better. Now it's time for POV of the TUB on the morning hot tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Why, that's us. Now, it's our point of view on something that really doesn't matter. And you'll forget by the time you get to work what we've even said.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
While you're driving right now, we might as well keep you entertained.
Yeah.
So recently on the show, we were talking one of the lists that was out there online, the absolute worst songs from the 1990s. So there were things like Who Let the Dogs Out?
Sure.
I'm Too Sexy.
My
Yeah.
Heart Will Go On, which did not deserve to be there.
I think that was there.
No,
yeah,
that
it
wasn't
was.
there.
Yeah. It
Not in
was
the
Celine
top
Dion.
10.
No,
Yeah,
Celine
there
Dion
was a
was
Celine
there.
Dion song.
Is Still the One by Shania
Oh, Still
Twain.
the
was
One.
there.
That's what I was thinking
And that
of.
shouldn't
I'm
have been
sorry.
there?
I'm sorry.
And
that
then
shouldn't have
number
been
one
there.
was the Limp Bizkit
Yeah,
cover of
Faith.
George Michael's Faith.
Right.
Yeah.
So we thought, well, that was a decent list of songs that were hateable. Then we thought, well, let's pick our own hateable song from the 1990s. And we'll go around the room and share that with everyone. Okay. I have to say, as the starter of this,
Yeah.
I pretty much, I think, hated every song she's ever released.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
I don't like her acting. I just don't, I'm not a fan of her.
Okay.
Okay. I can't stand Bette Midler music.
Sure. Yeah, you got that? Yeah. Mhm.
And if I
Okay.
hear From a Distance,
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to drive my car off a cliff.
I don't know the song, but I've listened to about 15 seconds of it preparing for this, and I so agree with you. Like, this,
is a weird
not,
version of
this is
it.
not good.
Oh, maybe it's good. It's bad. It's a bad song.
Oh,
I think we sang this in elementary school.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I
It's-
loved it.
really?
Because I'm pretty sure in the moment I thought I sounded like Bette Midler. So.
And what's the one from Beaches that I hate?
Wind Beneath My Wings.
See, I
Yeah.
like
Oh, I
that
like
one.
when you got that.
Did you ever know? Yeah.
You're my hero.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh.
I know this is a good pick.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Bad
That's a
song.
very good pick. This is terrible.
From a Distance.
God, I would
Ugh.
hate.
I
like,
get it though. I
Yeah.
get why
Yeah.
you would hate
It's
it.
bad.
I should mention though it was our wedding song. Anyway, my wife loved it, and I just went along with it. But,
Yeah.
all right, Rush, your pick for the worst '90s song. For
It would have
POV.
been too easy for me, and I didn't want to go boring to go with Smash
Smash
Mouth and
Mouth,
All Star,
yeah.
but I didn't do that. I did not do that. I chose another one.
Thank you.
One thing that I hate is songs that tell the story from basically beginning to end of a movie that they're from. And this one does it in such a horrible way. It's a terrible song from a terrible movie. Will Smith
Oh
and
my
Wild
God.
Wild West.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I almost picked Men in Black.
Okay, yeah.
I almost
Really?
picked Men in
Yeah.
Black. Yeah.
Oh,
This
man.
one is worse.
It is worse.
It is definitely worse. Both songs slap though. I love them both. But I was a kid. I was a kid. I love the movie. Although I'm sure it was a terrible movie.
Okay.
What,
Can I
what
hear
have you
this?
What have you heard of right now, Brady?
This song?
Yeah, if you're driving
Ooh,
along and
okay,
heard
let me pull
Wild
myself.
Wild West.
I mean, it's not the worst song in the world. Like the Bette Midler
Listen
is.
to the words of it.
I
He's just
know.
going through
It's
the plot of the movie.
Yeah, it's basically a trailer for the movie.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not great.
No,
and,
it's
and I
bad.
mean, Men in Black is the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I liked Men in Black. I hate it now, but when it came out, I loved it.
Yes.
The movie
Yeah.
or the song?
The song and the movie. Yeah. Okay. For me, it was really easy. I didn't have to think long and hard about it. It is Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba.
What?
I hate this
This
song.
is such a good
I
song.
hate this song from the depths of my soul. It just sounds like they're. Listen to them.
It is a polarizing song. I
Yeah.
mean, a
It
lot
is.
of people hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
More people like it. You were off recently when we played it.
Yeah.
And overwhelmingly, the people that texted in wanted us
Really?
to play it.
Oh yeah, we got
yeah.
so
Okay, so it
many
is a
requests.
love-or-hate thing. There's not really an indifference to
Exactly.
it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh man, it's this part. Ah.
Oh, I
I
love
thought
it.
you would have liked this going to your pubs.
No, the poops.
And the boobs. Yeah, if this goes on at a pub, oh man, everybody's losing their
Oh, no,
minds.
I'm
it's
leaving.
amazing. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, I love the song,
You
but
do.
our picks are solid so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What will
And
Brady
Brady.
pick here for POV
Ken,
the
this is
TUB?
going to be interesting for him because he's younger.
Yeah.
So the 90s are very different for
yeah.
him.
That's true.
Very different.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I'm going to say a song that I think you guys probably all like. And I bet most of our listening audience likes because it's a nostalgia thing. But it feels like a parody song to me. It feels like a Weird Al song. The singing is bad. The lyrics are just awful. Color Me Bad, I Want to Sex You Up.
You're
It
insane.
is.
Get out of here.
Listen to his voice.
Listen to this.
This
Yeah, check it
sounds
out.
like a parody.
I need to get into
This
it.
is so bad.
I get what you're saying.
And girl, I want to sex you up.
TikTok,
So good.
don't stop.
so
The
good.
lyrics, I want to sex you up. It is so hokey and so
You're
cheeseball.
hokey
and
and
if you don't
cheeseball.
have the
Just turn it
nostalgia
up, Brady.
associated to it, it's just a terrible song. It's just so cringy.
Like
I
the
get what you're
beginning
saying.
of this
Yeah.
song?
Yeah.
When I hear the can you play the beginning?
Awful.
Go right to the
Oh.
beginning, and if you're hearing this in the car, at
Right.
home, wherever, the beginning of this song starts, it kicks in, and instantly you're not changing the channel.
Turning it up, you are into it.
I'm
It is
driving off a bridge.
amazing.
What are you talking about?
Oh, listen
Okay,
to it.
everybody,
I'm so excited.
quiet on the
Listen,
set. Here we go.
listen.
Okay, hang on. This is the music video.
There it is.
Yeah.
I hate this.
Quiet.
How can you not?
The beat
it's
isn't
so
bad.
good.
It's the singing is so bad.
No,
and the
I just-
lyrics are
Amazing.
awful. it feels like a parody.
I could listen to the beginning over and over and over again.
Now, look, I'm going to be honest with you, Brady. It sounds good here. I saw them live a few years ago.
Oh.
It
Oh,
was an
yeah.
absolute
Oh,
train
no.
wreck.
I can imagine. Yeah.
It was absolutely horrible.
Like his voice is not good. Like this is not good.
No, they had one guy. They were the same as All for One and Color Me Bad were basically
Yeah.
the
And
same
LFO.
band. Yeah,
Sure.
but they had one guy that could sing and then
Yeah.
other people around them.
Right.
And that's what this
I'm
is
not
too.
going to
Yeah.
argue that, but
Yeah.
God, I love this song.
Yeah, it's good.
So
I think
good.
most of our listeners like this
Yeah.
song.
I think that's perfectly valid, and you're allowed
I'm just
to like
sad
it.
for you that you don't love it as much.
I'm sad for you that you like it.
Oh, well, some
that's
decent
fun.
choices today on the POV of the TUB. Jenny and I are mad. But
Oh,
anyway,
yeah,
whatever.
It's fine.
Rush, you like that song, don't you?
Yeah, I don't. But I mean, I get where he's coming from. It's cheesy.
Like if we were playing the
and
game,
it's-
do you hate it? I
No,
would
I
have
don't
guessed
hate it.
Rush. You would have liked it.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Like when people-
I understand why
Yeah.
you do, but
When people
yeah.
make fun of the 90s, and particularly the early 90s, that's the perfect synopsis of why they would do that.
Yeah.
Because it's so hokey, so cheesy.
But it goes along
not
with
a
the
good
poster
performance.
of them and what they look
Amazing.
like
Sure.
and their videos and stuff, and it's all the thing.
Hey, and if you were there in that time, it
Yeah.
means something different to you than it would for people looking back.
Can we all agree, though, or maybe we can get in trouble for this one? The worst song in that sort of era, that time, that sound is "I Swear" by All for One.
Yep.
Oh, also terrible.
Yep.
I love it. But I get it. I know
Do you
what
think
you're
that's
saying.
worse though than "I Want to Sex You Up"?
Oh,
I
yeah.
swear.
I
Yeah.
Swear is also a song that is desperately trying to go somewhere and never gets there.
Yeah.
It just never does.
Oh, I loved this song.
Yeah.
Oh,
Still.
I still love it. If it's on, I'll sing along for sure.
Oh.
Sway along. Oh, this was at like school
God.
dances. We all smelled like vanilla.
So hokey.
Yes.
Yes. So true.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
With Easter just around the corner, Canadians are feeling the pinch as the cost of holiday treats, particularly chocolate, continues to go up. Since November, cocoa prices have reached record highs, escalating from $3,000 to $10,000 for a metric ton.
Boy.
The spike is due to production challenges in key cocoa-producing regions.
Mr. Solid should be renamed Mr. Pricey.
Tell everybody what Mr. Solid
Mr.
is.
Solid is a chocolate bunny. There are many in the Mr. Solid sort of. There's Mr. Solid, there's
Yeah.
Mr. Fluffy, Mr. Fruit Nut, and Mr. Munchy.
Oh, you know all of them, and I find that really weird.
Yeah.
And they still make them all? Like they're all
I
still
think
made?
so.
Okay.
Yeah, and Mr. Fluffy is white chocolate.
Oh,
okay.
I love white chocolate. If
I
I had to
don't.
choose, I would eat white chocolate over
Really?
regular chocolate for sure.
I do not like it.
Love it.
Oh,
Love
I also
it.
don't like dark chocolate.
No, me either.
Dark chocolate
no,
is my
it's
favorite
too, like,
chocolate.
Really?
Oh.
It would be. It would be your
Of
favorite
course it would be.
It's good.
because it's dry.
Yeah, it tastes like wallpaper, so it makes sense.
Oh, come on.
I think white chocolate just tastes. It's a
Waxy?
horrible taste that gets in your mouth and
Yeah.
won't go away.
Oh,
Like
It sticks
fake
with you.
sweet.
It's
Yeah.
fake. Yes, exactly.
fake sweet?
Yeah,
Yes.
fake sweet.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the Lindor ones or the Lint or whatever they called.
Yeah,
You know
I
the
don't- I
little
don't
round
eat those
balls?
ones. Yeah.
Oh, see, I like the white round balls.
All right, if you want to isolate that, please.
On it.
I'm sorry. What do you like?
I will not repeat it.
No, but you'll definitely do the finger gestures to me again. Will you do that? Because that was really descriptive.
My bad.
Yeah.
That was so clear. Oh, so now my armpits are getting itchy.
Why are your armpits itchy?
Because anytime
She's
I say
uncomfortable.
something stupid like that, my armpits get all
But you didn't
itchy.
say anything stupid. You said
No.
something factual.
Right.
Yeah.
It's true.
It
It's
is
true.
factual.
It
You
is
do love
factual.
them.
I do. I love them. Oh,
What would you eat 2 at a time?
oh, that's a lot.
It is a lot. Yeah.
I could, I guess, but you want to savor it.
Sure you do. Sure you do.
You don't want to waste it.
No, you
No,
don't.
That would be a waste.
So more than one is too many.
It's too many. Just
Okay.
one at a time, guys.
That's nice.
Everything in moderation, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everybody.
If you like what you just heard, tell someone. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found. And if you didn't like what you heard, that's cool. Cool. All right, yeah.